and gentlemen, he's the star of the hit comedy Blackish. Born and raised in Los Angeles, please welcome your host for the evening, Anthony Anderson.
That's right, that's right, that's right. Give it up, give it up. Give it up, everybody. That's right. My name is Anthony Anderson. That's right. I'm the star of Blackish, yeah. I was in Transformers. I was in Barbershop 1 and 3. I'm Anthony Anderson. I'm rich, baby. How y'all doing today? That's right, that's right.
Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roger Timber, my stand-in on Blackish. Just because you think you look like me and wear some of my clothes, Roger, you are not me at all, okay?
Okay, but they gave me the check.
Roger, I'm working for free today. Here, go answer that phone call. Just take it, tell him I'm busy. Thank you. Okay. Give it up for Roger Timber, who wants to be me so bad. How's everybody doing this evening? All right, welcome to North Hollywood, home of the Television Academy and Bob Hope Airport and not much else. All right, we're here to celebrate all the outstanding work in college television, iconic shows like Community and Greek and Saved by the Bell, the college years. Nope, I was on a Peter Ingram show. Anybody can name the Peter Ingram show that I was on? Hang Time, there we go right there. You win nothing. All right, I'm sorry, not television shows about college, but best television shows made by you college students. Now, it's a challenging time to be in television. Attention spans are shrinking, and so many of your peers are making 10-second videos. But you all are committed to longer forms, like 5-minute videos. Not everyone tonight will take home a college television award, but there are no losers here, only winners. Because all of you convinced your parents that film school is a real thing, right? And when you were binging on Netflix in your bed and your parents called to check in and you'd say, "Sorry, Mom, Dad, I can't talk right now. I'm studying." You're smart. I remember my college years fondly. I left my home in Compton, California and traveled almost 3,000 miles to Howard University in Washington, D.C. It was one of the greatest, freakiest times of my life. And it's where I realized there was only one job out there for me, and that was to be a performer. But I remember being your age when my dream job was still just a dream. Sincerely, congratulations to everyone nominated here tonight. Enjoy this moment. So, are you guys ready to get this started? Okay. Now, if I was a professor, you all just flunked cheering class. I said, who is ready to get this started? That's what I'm talking about. Act like we were having a beer bong party in the lobby. All right, this is the 2017 College Television Awards. Let's do this.
Chapman University, Boston University, Missouri State University, American Film Institute, Brigham Young University, the City University of New York, Brooklyn College, Ringling College of Art and Design, Central Michigan University, School of Visual Arts, New York City, Savannah College of Art and Design, Temple University, Klein College, University of North Carolina, School of the Arts, University of Southern California, School of Cinematic Arts, the University of Oklahoma, Gaylord College, University of California, Los Angeles, University of Miami, Woo! New York University,
Oh, that's whack.
University of Florida, Full Sail University,
Where is that?
West Virginia University, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Columbia University.
Now that roll call is over, our first presenter usually brings her dog to work, but we said not tonight. This is a classy affair. She's the host of her own talk show on Netflix, the always classy Chelsea Handler.
I would like to thank you all in advance for putting down your phones, your vape pens, and fidget spinners. I'd also like to thank you in advance for not walking out on me like you did to Mike Pence the other day. It's really inspiring to see everything you've all accomplished so early in life. When I was your age, I was already 30. I'm here to present the award for comedy writing, but before I do, I have to point out that all the nominees in this category are men. And as a male comic, I say it's about time. Let's take a look.
The nominees for writing for comedy are The Buzz, Matt Nickley, Savannah College of Art and Design.
What do you got?
You're looking at it, baby.
Do either of you have any cafe or restaurant experience?
Yes! I have been eating at them for years.
So that'd be a no.
Dollar King, D.M. Brent, American Film Institute.
You think that you can waltz in here and rob him of it? Not on my watch.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Yeah.
Trying to a modern-day romance, Matt Gibson, Chapman University.
We're on the same page with, like, everything. It's awesome. That's the last time I'm gonna break one of the rules, I swear.
And the winner is of the College Television Award, Dollar King, D.M. Brent, American Film Institute.
Oh, man. Wow. Writer should have written a speech, huh? Okay. Thank you to Television Academy Foundation, American Film Institute, all my people there. Hi, guys. Thank you especially to my team, Rafi Britton, and then especially Drew and Trevor. This is also your guys' award, obviously. The cast also up there. And thank you especially to my family. And my lovely mom is here. Hi, Mom. Love you. This is so crazy. And Dad, if you're watching back home, hey, Dad. Thanks, guys. Also, good luck to all the other people out there. Okay.
Now please welcome the creator and cast of Netflix series Dear White People. Here are Justin Simeon, Logan Browning, and Antoinette Robertson.
Hey. All right, we are here to present the award for comedy series. Now, it's been said that comedy is tragedy, plus time, plus dick jokes.
Whether your comedy is absurd, highbrow, lowbrow, sarcastic, slapstick, or biting social satire, one thing's certain. Internet trolls will tell you you're not funny.
Every time.
And when I find you, Crop Duster 229, I'm going to put your laptop in the microwave and hit the popcorn button. Don't try me.
Don't try her, or me, Crop Duster. Now listen, guys, don't listen to the trolls, okay? Just keep telling the stories that you want and make people laugh.
Now let's take a look at the projects that tickled us.
The nominees for comedy are Dollar King, Trevor Smith, American Film Institute.
I'll take out the security cameras with the spray paint.
Use all the paint, dumbass!
Bada bing. Bada bang.
You wanna die tonight? Do what he said!
Bada boom.
That's it?
No!
Hi, Sheila.
Magic Mouse, Annie Bravo, Austin Brown, Full Sail University.
All right, my turn.
Oh! You broke it! No, I didn't. Oh.
Okay, and the College Television Award goes to La La Land. Ooh, I'm just kidding. Too soon? Trevor Smith, Dollar King.
I'll get you backstage. It's okay. Okay, so David said did a lot of the heavy lifting. I want to thank our team first and foremost: Drew, Rafi, Britton, and David, who's back there, and of course our team at AFI. We couldn't have done it without all of the work of the cast and the crew. Some of the cast is here tonight, which we're really happy to share this award with you guys. I also want to thank the foundation and the Television Academy Foundation for giving us a platform, because comedy doesn't always necessarily do as well as at festivals, and giving us the time and giving us your attention, your consideration is really important to us, because trying to make people laugh is not such a bad goal. I will make individual thank yous in the days and the weeks ahead to everyone that's been involved, all the people who've supported us, all of our mentors, but I'll save two selfish ones for my parents, who've always supported me, and for the love of my life, Natasha, who's over there, who laughs even when my jokes are horrible. So thank you, and hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thanks.
She's one of the top content creators in the world on YouTube, and according to Time Magazine, one of the most influential people in entertainment. Please welcome Bethany Mota.
You probably know some of today's top directors all got their start directing tiny 30-second movies called commercials. David Fincher, Zack Snyder, Guillermo del Toro, Ridley Scott, and plenty of others. And other established directors eventually took on the medium as well. Sofia Coppola, Ava DuVernay, and Wes Anderson, to name a few. The challenge of the commercial is to tell a story in a visually dynamic and unforgettable way, usually in 60 seconds or less. So let's take a look at the young titans of tabletop, the sultans of slow motion, and the captains of the close-up.
The nominees for commercial are the Aussie Bean 30-second spot, Noah Rashbar, Chapman University.
Remember when coffee was simple? When it spoke for itself? It didn't need a flavour of the month, and it certainly didn't need Wi-Fi.
Lost Chocolate, a skateboard story, Caleb Heller, Jane Holland, Andrew Pollins, American Film Institute. The Plumber, Yoni Klein, Andrew Pollins, American Film Institute.
That's what makes me a world-class plumber. And don't listen to Yelp user PMarkham99. He's the one that knows nothing of plumbing.
And the winner of the College Television Award is Noah Rashba, the Aussie Bean 30-second spot, Chapman University.
Wow, thank you so much. First thing, I gotta thank my director, Kyle Decker, who is sitting up there. He was hugely important in collaborating and making this a success. Wow, I'm really nervous, guys. Jim Frederick, also up there. He's been my mentor for the last 2 years. Incredible guy, professor at Chapman University. And then I gotta thank my parents and my friends and everyone else who's been involved in this project. Sorry, I'm like, this is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Now please welcome the host of Bill Nye Saves the World, a true champion for science. Here's Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Greetings, greetings, greetings.
so excited to be here. I am honored to present the College Television Award for Children's Programming because I made children's programming for years and years. I spent 5 seasons doing my best to get young people excited about science, so in the future we would have scientists and people who appreciated science for the betterment of humankind. Is that so wrong? Thank you, people. We must keep it moving. What I've learned is that it's really the grown-ups that need science education. And that's why we celebrate college television. We live in a world where you can search the internet for something that is incontrovertibly false, like the earth is flat. And people will think the earth is flat. So it's not the internet that's the problem, it's us. We have to learn to evaluate information more carefully. So as creators of television, content for children, I am positive your goal is to entertain kids, but today it's more important than ever that you educate them as well. So thank you. Throughout history, all of the world's greatest thinkers were at one time, what? Kids. And so they need some vegetables along with their cognitive diets of happy bubble gum and ice cream. And who knows, you may create a show that teaches the next Garrett Morris or Rosalind Franklin something cool. And you may, dare I say it, save the world. So let's take a look at your programs.
The nominees
Roll that
for
clip.
children's program are The Monkey King is in town, Shamola Kaka, Chapman University.
Why are there no Chinese superheroes?
Remember those folk tales that your grandpa used to tell you when you were a kid? You might find something here.
Pick Your Own, Amanda Dumaraki, Andrew Fewsmith, Wes Palmer, Luke Shields, Boston University.
All my friends live on our blueberry farm. And then there's the crows. They're rude and eat lots of blueberries without asking. They're not afraid of the scarecrows.
A Taylor Story, Rebecca Prolman, Camille Oufette-Boignet, Chapman University.
I got some news from Dr. Callahan.
Great. I don't want to know.
Oh,
Hey, Taylor. It's a trial treatment that you're eligible for.
Not doing any more trial treatments. They never work.
And the winner of the College Television Award for Children's Programming goes to A Taylor Story, Becky Prolman and Camille Oufette-Boignet from Chapman University.
Wow. This is such an honor. First, I'd like to thank the Television Academy Foundation. Thank you. For this award, and this entire experience has been really amazing. I'd definitely like to thank my director, Alex Yonks. This was her vision that was made possible. I'd like to thank the entire cast and crew of A Taylor Story, the faculty and staff from Chapman University, and of course my family for all of their support. Thank you so much.
Now please welcome an actress from the hit comedy You're the Worst and last year's Emmy-winning Grease Live. Here's Kepper Donahue.
Woo, my first time presenting something. Okay. All right, it is time to present the award for animation. I love animation. I've always loved animation. Actually, I put myself through college dubbing Japanese anime. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. You can play parts you normally wouldn't get to play. Like Mila Kunis can finally play a plain average girl as Meg on Family Guy. Thank God I got a laugh. And Alec Baldwin can be a bossy baby, although I guess that's less of a stretch. And the best part of voice acting is that it's all the fun parts of acting, the imagination and discovery of a character, except you get to do it in your sweatpants with no makeup on, although I arrived to dub looking like this. Let's check out the amazing worlds and fantastic characters you created.
The nominees for animation are Tajitu, Dylan Hoffman, Brigham Young University.
My dearest son 10, today is a sacred day, for today the responsibilities of gods will be given to you. Many monks searched far and wide for someone worthy of the task, and you were chosen.
Unmasked, Christina Farage, Alice Gavish, School of Visual Arts. The Wish Granter, Cal Athanasov, John MacDonald, Iko Wu, Ringling College of Art and Design.
The College Television Award goes to Cal Athanasov, John MacDonald, Iko Wu.
This is crazy. Okay. So first and foremost, we'd like to thank the Television Academy Foundation. And second, and the most important, we'd like to thank our parents. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for everyone who supported us, that really believed in this vision and this project. This is for all the times that people have told us, art's not gonna do anything, you're not gonna do any kind of job as a creative. This is for all the women in animation that have finally made it. It's no longer a boys' team. This is for everyone who believes in their hopes and dreams, and we want to share this with you, and we're so happy to have this with you guys. Thank you.
He's a partner at the accounting firm of Ernst & Young LLP, which oversees all the balloting for the Television Academy. Please welcome Po Chen with your host, Anthony Anderson.
Good evening. It's wonderful to be here at the College Television Awards, looking out at the future of the entertainment industry. Since 2005, EY has been providing the Mr. Rogers Memorial Scholarship in honor of Fred Rogers.
Fred Rogers was a warm, charming man who changed the face of children's programming. In 1966, he created Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which he also hosted and composed the theme song for. The show was recorded in Pittsburgh and broadcast regionally. And just 2 years later, it was televised nationally on PBS, where it would run for over 3 decades. During that time, Fred Rogers instilled generations of children with an appreciation of music and art, a sense of imagination, and a life mission of kindness, patience, and tolerance.
Fred Rogers was inducted into the Television Hall of Fame, received a Lifetime Achievement Emmy in 1997, and today, his iconic sweater hangs in the Smithsonian. To honor Fred Rogers' amazing legacy, we're pleased to recognize 2 students who are making strides in the field of children's media. These 2 Mr. Rogers Memorial Scholarship winners will receive not just a check, they will also receive a valuable mentor in the field of children's programming. And this year's winners are, for development, Estefania de la Chica, Columbia University. Research, Kevin Wong, New York University.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna sing a little bit because all the people has been thank you so much and 30 seconds. Si alguna vez te hice daño, tú puedes decir que te lo dije. Now, is there any way for a man to carry on? I want my loved one gone. Say I love you more than you ever know. More than you ever know. Thank you so much to the amazing women that have hosted this event, Nikki, Jessica, to the Television Academy Award Foundation.
So I'm not going to sing a song, but I do want to say that it's been a real privilege to be recognized for the research that I do in children and media, and to continue the legacy that Mr. Rogers has laid as he pioneered high-quality television that was educational and also, catered to the holistic needs of the child. So I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for some special people, including my parents who came in from Hong Kong, my wife who flew in from New York, the lab that I work in, and also to God. Thank you to the Television Academy Foundation and also to the Mr. Rogers Memorial Scholarship Program. Here's to continued work on his mission.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a professional broadcaster and a co-host of Entertainment Tonight. Please welcome Kevin Frazier.
Come on, Kev. I just want to have a moment of myself. This is all I ever known. Honey, hit it, woo, tick-a-tack-tack-tack-tick-tito. Oh, this is a man and a woman should never know. Ooh. Thank you. Kevin, it's all yours.
Never follow the comedian, ever, ever, ever. Keeps getting funnier, too. Older, but funnier. It really is an honor to be here tonight. I just want to say that I am truly impressed by all the projects, the accomplishments, and the level of polish and imagination that you guys have shown in your work. So please give yourselves a round of applause, because you are the folks who are going to quickly take the people I worked with jobs. So I'm happy for you. Keep pushing yourselves, keep pushing the boundaries. And I also want to tell those of you who want to work in broadcasting that whether it's news, sports, or entertainment, this job is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So take a deep breath, go easy, and enjoy the ride. If you treat it like a job and you show up every day on time, that means early, always show up early. And if you do your job with a laser focus, you keep improving. Every day you work on improving, everything else will fall into place. Do it because you love it, not because of the money, and the money will come. Now, tonight, I am here to recognize one piece of work and one producer in particular with an award for individual achievement in newscast. Reading a teleprompter. Takes a little practice, but once you get used to it, you begin to love it. What is hard to find is a compelling story. Take the time to develop stories, because storytelling is dying. Investigate, conduct interviews, write great copy, and then cut it all together beautifully. It takes vision, dedication, and lots of time, but look, that's what it's all about, and ultimately it is worth it. This journalist, producer, and her piece demonstrate the tremendous potential of broadcast journalism, the power to tell personal stories that can change the world around us. Let's take a look at the winner.
The Individual Achievement in Newscast Award goes to Head Games, Erica Orstad, University of Miami.
He lived and breathed football, and he bled green and orange. If Daniel was 12 years old again and he asked me, with everything that I know now, can I play football, Mom? I would still say yes.
Please join me in welcoming Erica Orstad. Head Games, University of Miami. Oh, and is that Miami orange that you're rocking tonight? Oh.
Wow, okay, I did write a speech, actually.
First, I want to thank God for getting me this far, the Television Academy Foundation for giving me this incredible opportunity. It's been amazing. The judges who watched and reviewed Head Games, thank you so much for spending the time to watch and look at my work. My family and friends who constantly support me in all of my endeavors, as stressful as they are sometimes. Kurt Doster for being a mentor and friend always. Ed Julby for being a Doster 2.0 and for spending so much of your time dedicated to this project. The School of Communication for giving me the resources to make this possible. And last but certainly not least, Diana Brett for courageously sharing the story of your son with me and allowing me to tell that story to others. Thank you so much.
That is awesome. All right, now it is time to present the award for a newscast. Local news is very important, and it's a service that keeps our communities informed and engaged. And beyond the weather, the traffic, and of course the lottery numbers, there are other vital insights about the places we live in that we get from the news. Some college newscasts covered campus life, and some expanded their view to take a hard look at the communities around them. Let's take a quick look at the finalists.
The nominees for Newscast are Carolina Week, April 13th, 2016. Mackenzie Bennett, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
The state prepares for some of the economic impacts the bill might bring about. We have all of your HB2 coverage and so much more.
Carolina Week starts right now.
WUFT News First at 5, September 2nd, 2016. Daniela Hurtado, Ryan Roberts, University of Florida.
Power outages are still affecting thousands.
This is the most water that I've ever seen in Cedar Key.
WVU News Special Edition, Heroin and Opioids When Addiction Hits Home. Megan Saporito, West Virginia University.
Senator Manchin says the time to act is now.
We have a chance to make a difference. West Virginia has a chance to be a real leader here, to help a country that's the most addictive country in the world.
Great work. All right, and this is the best part, that I get to do this. All right, and the winner is WUFT News First at 5.
Oh my gosh, wow. This is such an honor. I'd first like to thank all of our mentors and peers back at the University of Florida. Without them, we would definitely not be here today. Director Larry, there's just so many people that we're standing on the shoulders of tonight. We'd also like to thank our mothers watching back in Florida online right now. Hi, Mom. And we'd really like to thank the Television Academy Foundation. We had one of these sitting back at UF, and it served as a constant reminder to create great TV, and it's really, truly an honor to hopefully inspire the next generation of great journalists at UF. Thank you.
Now from the Super Deluxe series, The Chances, coming to AMC's premium streaming service, Sundance Now. Please welcome the writers and stars, Shoshana Stern and Josh Feldman.
Do you mind clapping a little louder? We didn't get that. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Our eyes work, so we can tell you're clapping. But thank you so much for that warm welcome. It's an honor for us to be here tonight. Josh and I wanted to talk for a brief moment about storytelling and representation.
Growing up gay and deaf, I never saw myself represented on film or television, not even close. And that's a shame for two reasons. One being that everybody should be able to watch characters that they can identify with. And the second one is, it doesn't represent the world that we actually live in.
Over 1 billion people on the planet have some form of disability. Yet people with disability are rarely represented in an authentic way in popular culture. And when they are, their disability is most often the focus of the story and not the person. And that's why it's important for us as storytellers to accurately portray characters with disabilities as fully realized in three-dimensional characters.
And we don't want to audition for roles that are the deaf girl or the deaf guy. No. We want to try out for roles that are the scientists, the lawyers, the politicians, the bad guys, the good guys, best friends, husbands, wives, you name it. Just roles that people with disabilities can play, just like everybody else.
Now, it's time to present the Lorene Arbus Focus on Disability Scholarship. Here to announce the recipient is a legend in the television industry and a great advocate for the disability community. Please welcome Lorene Arbus.
Good evening, and thank you so much. I have one question to ask you off script, and no one ever knows the answer, so don't feel badly if you don't, but you need to know it. What is the largest minority in the world? What is the largest minority in this country? Hands? Not a surprise to me, but shocking nevertheless. It's people with disability. So my Focus on Disability Award is going to hopefully raise awareness and encourage more people to be inclusive in their creations, behind the scenes and in front of the camera. I want to thank the cast of Chances, they went that away, for introducing me. Historically, people with disabilities have been invisible in the media in spite of the fact that they represent over 20% of the population. My parents, Leonard and Isabel Goldenson, were far ahead of their time in their sensitivity to this marginalized group, partially due to having a daughter, my older sister, who was born with cerebral palsy. Although my mother never worked professionally, she was a great innovator. She created the concept of the telethon, which for the first time brought people with disabilities into the lives of American families. 15 years before the Americans with Disabilities Act came about, my mother came up with the ideas of wheelchair-accessible sidewalks, public lavatories, buses, and telephones, where people in wheelchairs could have access, as well as for handicapped-only parking spaces. She made sure these ideas became federally mandated in our U.S. Constitution. My dad, Leonard H. Goldenson, was a visionary. He realized the power of television to address the issue of visibility of many for this taboo subject matter. As founder chairman of ABC, he was responsible for breaking down endless barriers in diversity and representation. Together, my parents were an even more powerful force. They co-founded United Cerebral Palsy, which today is the 5th largest health agency in the U.S., providing rehab, education, job pairing, and housing for adults and children with all manner of disability. It is my privilege to recognize my parents, Isabel and Leonard Goldenson, and to carry on their legacy as a person dedicated to diversity and inclusiveness, and to do this through and with the Television Academy for 10 years now, with the Focus on Disability Scholarship. And I think now we have a film package.
The Lorene Arbus Focus on Disability Scholarship goes to Slow Angels, Ying Lu, New York University.
9月份上学的前提是我能不能治好这个病。
Is Ying Lu here, coming up? Help, there she is.
Thank
Thank you, Television Academy Foundation and the Laurean Arbus Foundation. Thank you, my colleagues and professors at NYU, especially Marsha. Also, a big shout out to my characters. I didn't know them for long before I start filming them, but they are facing so many challenges in life, but they are still willing to share their stories. I learned to appreciate the ability to walk from them. Also, in the end, thanks to my friends and families with all your support. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chair of the Television Academy Foundation, Madeline Donono.
How's everyone doing so far? Woo! Congratulations to all of our winners, all of our nominees. This year is even more special than ever because in the history of the College Television Awards, which is 38 years old, this is the first time we're doing it in this fabulous Wolf Theater, in this fabulous Saban Media Center. So we're so excited. So the College Television Awards are one of the significant programs for the TV Academy Foundation. And it's because it spotlights the next generation of TV talent, which is all of you. And the Television Academy Foundation is invested and committed to helping you succeed. And with the support of the TV Academy, our donors, and our sponsors, we're building a pipeline of talented individuals like yourselves that are diverse and inclusive and relevant to current and future TV audiences. We know that our College Television Awards, along with our internships and our scholarship programs, are gateways for you to pursue your careers in the industry. And we know we're helping you have an impact. Many of our College Television Award alumni are doing amazing things. So for example, Patricia Riggin, who graduated from Columbia, won a CTA for her drama award, and now she's an established film and TV director, and she's currently working on the Amazon series Jack Ryan. And also Tyler Kupferer, who is a graduate of Savannah College of Art and Design. He won for children's animation, and his first job was at DreamWorks, and now he's at Disney Animation Studios. So your success is our success, and our primary goal is to give you an opportunity to secure your place in the TV industry. However, the College Television Awards wouldn't be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. So, drum roll, we want to thank People Magazine. We want to thank Laurean Arbus Foundation. We want to thank Alexandra, Caddy, and John Benheim, Ernst & Young, MTVU, who really stepped it up this year, HBO, Disney ABC TV Group, the Chambers Family Foundation, the Yob Family Foundation, the Princeton Review, Film LA, and Audi. We love your support. We need your support, and no sponsorship is too large. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
All right. Now it's my turn. All right. Thank you, Madeline. Okay, I've got some good news and some bad news. Okay, the good news is that the show is halfway over. The bad news is that the audience is completely overbooked and some of you will be removed forcibly from your seats. I didn't want to do it, but the fire marshal is not fucking around. All right. But more good news, I got a fun way to decide who gets to keep their seats. As you may know, in addition to me having my own sitcom, I'm also host a game show called To Tell the Truth. So, what I'm going to do is tell a few of you some facts about me and a lie. All you have to do is keep your seat, or all you have to do to keep your seat is to answer true or false. Got it? Got it. All right. True or false? I've hosted a late night talk show. True. Okay, that's true. I just hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live a couple of weeks ago. I also had an ill-fated Animal Planet talk show that lasted a half an episode, even though we shot 10. True or false? I once starred in a movie and my co-star was a kangaroo. Okay, that is also true. Kangaroo Jack. All right. True. My man. True or false? Matt Damon's character killed me in The Departed. That's false. It was James Badge Dale. Also false, there was a no fire marshal, and you can all keep your seats. I just wanted to play some Anthony Anderson trivia. Let's get on with the show. Our next presenter is the actress starring in Star Survivor's Remorse and the upcoming VH1 series Daytime Divas. I have to go carry her out here because she has a foot problem. It's not a bunion. She has beautiful feet. Please give it up for the lovely Tashina Arnold.
Oh, thank you.
There you go, sweetheart.
Give it up for Anthony Anderson, please. Thank you, Anthony. I love you so much. Okay. Hello, I'm here to present the College Television Award for Unscripted Series, AKA Guilty Pleasure TV. If you really want to get to know someone, ask them which unscripted shows they watch, because that's when people get kind of kinky. Yeah, everyone says they're watching Fargo or The Americans, but in reality, their DVR is crammed with 70 episodes of Swamp People. Some people are into baking shows, some people watch real estate shows. Personally, I need a little more reality in my TV, you know what I'm saying? I like shows where people spend the night in a haunted house, hunting ghosts for cameras on night vision cameras, and okay, I messed that one up. But you know what I'm saying about the ghost stories. There's also travel, sports, cooking, all that stuff, so many other things going on around the planet. And some of you turned them into television, so kudos to you. Let's take a look.
The nominees for Series Unscripted are Learn to Count in an Endangered Language, Eli Laban, Temple University.
Aba, Uksa, Viama.
Wikistar, Urukso, Saiming.
Somos los indígenas, Miskito, Ulua, Garífuna.
It's my culture. It's my language.
MCBC TV, Brad Parsons, Central Michigan University.
In this episode, MCBC's two top anglers go head-to-head. Stay tuned to see who wins.
For that fish right there that I just caught, has to take it right there.
Show Me Chefs, Chelsea Eichols, Ryan Gilliard, Don Jansen, Missouri State University.
2 chefs, 3 courses, $3,000 on the line, and a few twists. Today, only one will move on.
And the College Television Award goes to Eli Laban, Temple University. Come on up, Eli. Come on up.
Wow,
Get your word, man.
This is incredible. I want to say that this project was a collaboration with the Afro-Indigenous communities on the Caribbean coast of Nicaragua. So I want to make sure to give extra shout outs to the communities in Orinoco, Bluefields, Ramaki. This is an ongoing project, and I will be returning in the fall to continue making video content to preserve the language and culture of people on the coast, as well as expand to sustainable farming methods and environmental things as well. I want to thank my amazing parents for giving me so much support, for my mentors at Temple University and SIT Nicaragua, and for all of the people who I will thank individually later. You made this possible. Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a writer and co-executive producer of Empire Season 1, and he's a star from Grey's Anatomy. Please welcome Wendy Calhoun and Jason George.
I don't carry anybody this late at night.
There's an old adage in the theater. If it's not on the page, it's not on the stage. And as a working actor who hopes to continue working, I can confirm that's still true today.
And as a working writer, I can tell you that getting from the page to the stage is no simple task. Everyday screenwriters take on the daunting task of staring down a blank page while a cursor blinks and blinks, daring you to tell your story.
The best stories are both original and familiar at the same time, taking us to unknown places while still maintaining verisimilitude. See, I use big words. Y'all went to college, right? Right? Verisimilitude. And the best storytellers weave tales so engrossing and powerful that you forget they were there.
Well, now it's time to present the award for scripted series. Here are the shows that started as blank pages and became blueprints for exciting works of art.
The nominees for series scripted are The Buzz, Shasta Ford, Matt Nickley, Savannah College of Art and Design.
What do we really provide?
Coffee.
Ladies, hope. For a brighter day.
Con, Audrey Emerson, Jen Enfield Kane, Joelle Jacoby, Jen Kwan, Noah Suarez Sykes, Amy Suto, University of Southern California.
You're the architect, you make the plan. I just do and then go from there.
I know. If things went your way, we would be in Not Here, USA right now.
Yeah, but I'm here, so...
Sanity, Helga Brindis, Alison Hartel, Andrea Massaro, Will McCants, Justin Olson, Linda Riedman, Junie Zhang, University of California, Los Angeles.
You understand Fiona is suggesting shock treatments. Did you think you'd get away with it?
And I just want to say this to everyone who was nominated, that whether you win or lose, you should hire me in 5 or 10 years when you finally get out here and you start writing your own series. And you can do it now anytime you want. So I'm just putting it out there, just saying.
Just putting it out there.
The winner of the College Television Award is The Buzz.
Ooh.
Shasta Ford, Matt Nickley, Savannah College of Art and Design. Wearing a fierce tux. Go ahead.
Did not think that was going to happen. Okay. First of all, thank you, Television Academy Foundation, and all the judges. You guys, wow, sifting through all that material. Thank you guys so much for your time. Everyone at Savannah College of Art and Design, from President Wallace, GoCon, Andrew Reeve Rabb, Mark Timshishin, Gregory Beck, Greg Smith, D.W. Moffat, our incredible families, especially my 2 older sisters, who are the coolest people I know. Emily Coleman, love you. And, oh gosh, anyone you gotta say, I don't know.
Yeah, just Neil Short, Bryson Lima, my families as well, and my sister got to come out here today, and we're so happy to be here, and thank you to the Television Academy Foundation. We couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you. Love you guys.
Well, you know, I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was going to present this award, but I just texted him and he replied, "New phone, who's this?" So now I'm here to present the award for variety. Let's see. Variety. It's the spice of life. Oh, and Variety is also a Hollywood trade magazine that I read every day to make sure my show hasn't been canceled. Wish I had read it right before the Animal Planet talk show that I had. You should take a look at it, although it's kind of hard to read at first because they use a lot of weird old-timey jargon. Like sometimes they call TV shows skins. They call singers wobblers, warblers, and instead of dancing, they might say terping. Not twerking, but terping. But besides the outdated slang and all the typos, it's a pretty good way to follow the industry. And after a while, you'll get the hang of it. Okay, so here are the warblers, terpers, sleepers who came up with Whammo variety skins.
The nominees for Variety are 2016 University of Florida Homecoming Parade pre-show. Danielle Frew, Jack Kramer, University of Florida.
Thank you for joining us. We have extensive coverage for you. We have reporters lined up and down University Avenue so you can get a look at this parade from every angle today.
Brooklyn's Best. Michael Ergang, Kevin Keating, Salamea Lamidze, Amina Nada, Jeremy Norris, Michael Zonga. City University of New York, Brooklyn College.
Brooklyn, New York. It's a grind. It's raw. It's gritty. What does it take to be the best? Drive, talent, ambition, power.
Roots TV, Oklahoma, the natural disaster state. Trevor Slack, University of Oklahoma.
It's Mother Nature's playground, Oklahoma, known for its bigger-than-life tornadoes and its crazy swings from one disaster to another, sometimes in the same day.
And the College Television Award goes to Roots TV, Oklahoma, the natural disaster state. Winner Trevor Slack, University of Oklahoma. Congratulations, brother. There you are right there.
Oh my God, I did not prepare a speech. Thank you so much to the Television Academy Foundation. My peers, I couldn't have done it without the incredible team of journalists that helped me put this together. My professors, Kathy Johnson and Mike Betcher. My parents, they're here tonight, my best friends. I couldn't have done this without you. And to the many people who I will thank in next weeks to come, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a governor in the Television Academy and a renowned musical director who's worked with Whitney Houston, Keith Urban, and Beyonce. Please welcome Ricky Minor.
Thank you, man.
Damn, you heavier than Tashina.
I hope so. Good evening. Music saved my life, and I didn't choose it, it chose me. I mean, I love listening to music, I love singing along with it, I love dancing to it. I mean, it's the fiber that makes me. But I'm not just passionate about my own music, but fascinated by what comes next. And that's why I've been asked to recognize the outstanding achievements in music composition made by students. Film and television have the potential to reach people because they're an amalgamation of all our greatest forms of art and science fused together. Now, hopefully, to create an even greater form of art. There's storytelling, set design, wardrobe, vanities, but at its core, this art form is about two things, the image and the sound. Now, if you take away the image, your mind will still create pictures. Even today, you can close your eyes and listen to Miles Davis or Mozart or Hendrix, and your mind's eye will still see. But if you take away the sound, there's a void. And as a composer, it's not always easy to fill that void. You have to consider the history of sound and music, the different languages of different instruments, the various forms and influences from all over the world. And then you have to arrange all of that into something new and fresh that also elevates the picture. Let's take a listen to these composers who fill the void.
The nominees for music composition are, For Old Time's Sake, Robert Mai, Chapman University.
What happens now?
Now we do what we have always done. We rain death upon the world, plunge the public into darkness, destroy everything they know and love until they kneel before us.
Icarus, Ryan Stratton, Chapman University.
I thought you were afraid of the dark.
Come on, Kev, I need your help.
Why are you doing this?
Because she's up there right now.
I don't understand.
You don't need to understand. Let's go.
Parchment Wings, Benjamin Hoff, University of North Carolina School of the Arts, School of Filmmaking.
He had the greatest imagination.
He didn't have enough feathers to write an end. I'll read it to you.
And the College goes to Benjamin Hoff, University of North Carolina School of Arts, School of Filmmaking.
Wow. I would like to thank the amazing filmmakers who made Parchment Wings, who let me score their beautiful movie. I would like to thank all of my teachers throughout high school and college and music, especially Chris Heckman at UNCSA for his incredible mentorship. I'd like to thank my very supportive family and my incredible and very pregnant wife, Erin. And finally, I would just like to thank the Television Academy Foundation, not only for this, but also for their internship program, which I was able to be a part of, that has just jump-started my career. It has made all the difference. Thank you guys so much.
She's one of the stars of The Handmaid's Tale and Orange is the New Black, and a proud LGBT advocate. Please welcome Samira Wiley.
Hi. I'm here tonight to present the annual Bricker Humanitarian Award. Now, this scholarship prize has been generously funded by philanthropist Seymour Bricker for nearly 2 decades. First, I want to congratulate everyone here tonight on your accomplishments. And the only thing that separates people who aspire to create film and television and people who actually create it is the finish line. And you all did it. You crossed the finish line. So congratulations. In realizing your visions, some of you found your creative voices, and some of you took the next step and used those voices to call attention to social issues that you saw in the world. You created media with a message, raising awareness about existing and impending social problems around the planet. And that's what this award is about. Last year's winner was called Straw Dolls from Chapman University, which portrayed a fictionalized but historically propelled story about the Armenian genocide. Stories like these can spark conversations that will hopefully lead to real change, or at the very least, give us a better understanding of what it means to be human. Out of all of your outstanding work tonight, one project is being recognized for elevating our collective social consciousness and for shining a spotlight on a dark, troubling humanitarian crisis. Now let's see who won.
The Bricker Humanitarian Award goes to Viola Franca, Marta Savina, University of California, Los Angeles.
Ma Dio ha un occhio di riguardo per tutti, anche per loro. E la Chiesa può trasformare il peccato di una ragazza nella virtù di una moglie.
Welcoming Viola Franca, Marta Savina, University of California, Los Angeles.
So this was a little unexpected, but thank you so much for this award. Thank you to the Television Academy Television Foundation and to everybody who was part of this film. This was a very small movie that we shot in Sicily, which is where I'm from and my family's from. And it was a very special story for me because it portrays a very young woman who has an incredible courage to just say no to something that was deeply wrong, and she just sets a precedent in Italian history, but for me was just really an example of courage and just strength that sometimes I don't have in my life, and it was very inspiring to find it in her. So I would just like to thank her, Franca, and Claudia, who's the actress who portrayed her fantastically, and my whole family and everybody in the village where we shot, who made this movie possible, everybody at UCLA, my friends, my professors. And yeah, thank you so much.
And now from American Crime, here are Benito Martinez and Richard Cabral.
We're here to present the award for drama writing.
And the winner is Shonda Rhimes.
No,
She's
it's
awesome. I
not.
love
It's
her.
not Shonda Rhimes.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. It must be John Ridley, our boss. He's a great guy.
Bro.
Humble, tall.
It's not him either.
Oh.
I mean, see, there are other people who write dramas, and if you work hard and you find the right mentors, you'll be in the footsteps of those master dramatists, writers like Matthew Weiner, Marty Noxon, Alan Ball, and so many others.
And not unlike American Crime, these nominated projects have dealt with hard-hitting subjects like a school shooting, a refugee family on the run, and even an orphan forced into being the role of a parent. Let's take a look at this great work.
The nominees for Writing for Drama are Lockdown, Daisy Green Stenhouse, American Film Institute.
Lockdown. Lockdown. Initiate lockdown. Beacon Valley High School is currently in lockdown. Find the nearest available cover. Be alert and wait for further instructions. Lockdown.
No Way Back, Michael Kongshauk, Eileen Shim, American Film Institute.
منيحة وقتها تاخد أدويتها بس قربوا يخلصوا لهيك رايحين على ألمانيا بدنا عنها هاد كل شيء اللي معي
هدول يا دوب يكفوا لشخص واحد.
عارف ما فيني أرجع
Snowplow, Christopher Greenslate, Mia Nabruji, American Film Institute.
You've got to go stay with your father. But because he has no parental rights to Judy, she can't come with you. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
With Judy's father incarcerated, I've arranged for a placement for her in a foster family.
No. I can't stay with my dad, okay? We left him for a reason.
And the College Television Award goes to Lockdown, Daisy Green Stenhouse.
It won't surprise anyone who knows me that I did not prepare for this. Thank you to the Television Academy Foundation. Thank you so much to my team, Jane, Max, Caleb, David, Laura. I could not have gotten through writing this beast of a script on a very difficult topic without you guys. Thank you to my family. Thank you to AFI, Mike Urban. I'm humbled. Thank you.
Please welcome two stars of the critically acclaimed drama, This Is Us. Here are Mandy Moore and Ron Cephas-Jones.
We're here to present a couple of awards. The first is for drama directing. As you've no doubt heard, we're living in a golden age of television, and the differences between the small and the big screens have never been harder to discern.
New technology and alternative outlets have allowed creative directors to paint powerful, cinematic pictures and establish themselves as indispensable storytellers. Here are the directors leading the next wave.
The nominees for directing for drama are Ernie, Hadley Hillel, Chapman University.
Vlad on the Swedish meatball cart and boasted the best meatballs in the city. Vlad tried to give subtle hints to interest Ernie in inheriting the family business. Vlad had never been good at subtlety.
It's Just a Gun, Brian Robow, Chapman University.
Get down on your knees. I said get on your knees, homie. Like beating on little kids?
Nah.
Why you not crying so loud? It's a gun.
The Other Side, Daniel Abutan, American Film Institute.
Does wandering into a country we're at war with for some archaic ritual really make me a man?
That land is Western. You'd have to walk for 10 days before you saw some barbarian stupid enough to walk this way.
And the award goes to Ernie, Hadley Hillel, Chapman University.
God, that is unreal. Okay, I just want to thank the Television Academy Foundation first and foremost for holding this whole thing. I mean, it was such an honor to even be nominated with this group of films, and this is totally unreal. And I also want to thank Chapman University and Roy Finch, who mentored me there. And then also Ethan Seneker, this wouldn't have been possible without you, and Ryan Stratton, who wrote the dialogue for this movie with his score. And finally, my parents, who tried to be here, but then a goose got caught in their plane engine. They're fine. It was on the runway, but they're fine. But anyway, they're here in spirit. So thank you.
Now it's time to present the award for Drama Series. In the end, all drama is about family, whether it's literally the story of a family like This Is Us, or a figurative family bound by circumstance. Drama is about the connections between the characters and the conflicts they face.
Watching a great dramatic series can be a cathartic experience, gently pulling on our heartstrings until they break, releasing a flood of tears, sometimes sad, sometimes joyful, and then wrapping us in a warm, familiar embrace. Let's take a look.
The nominees for drama are DeKalb Elementary, Reed Van Dyke, University of California, Los Angeles.
Hey, come in, we'll start shooting.
I'm on 2nd Avenue in the elementary school. There's a gentleman here with a gun, and he said, tell the police to back off or he's gonna start shooting.
Snowplow, Joshua Valier, American Film Institute.
She had a heart attack.
It's like what Mom always told us. You're never gonna be alone. Can I help you? I got your card. You dropped it in my violin case. I thought you might have a job. We're gonna be okay, I promise. As long as we're together.
Viola Franca, Marta Savina, University of California, Los Angeles.
Io non ammazzai mai a nulla Don Valerio. E allora l'ha fatto attaccare. Ma non si rende conto. La svergognata non se la prenderebbe più nessuno. È questo che vuole per Franca. Non c'è una svergognata in questo paese.
And the College Television Award goes to Viola Franca, Marta Savina from the University of California, Los Angeles. Well, do we accept on her behalf then? Is she back? Marta! She's running. She's coming, guys, she's coming. Marta!
All right, so maybe this time I can do it with my voice not trembling. I'm saying all the names right. So, also I ran, which I never do, so work out next time. I just wanted to thank everybody really at UCLA, Jula Gazdak, Nancy Richardson, Becky Smith, Rory Kelly, Cherry Smith, and all the people at Technicolor who were amazing godparents for this film. And I'm out of breath, so yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
I hope so. All right. My mic was open. Y'all didn't hear that. All right, congratulations to everyone who made it here tonight. I want to thank the Television Academy Foundation for having me as your host. Enjoy the after party, and good night.